Welcome to Sam Outside. I'm Sam and I'm outside spending time connecting with myself, connecting with nature, and yeah, connecting with Mr. Indiana Bones on this beautiful snowy day. I've spent better part of my life working outdoors, spending time in nature, sharing nature with others, getting paid for it, which is not a bad way to spend time. And what I've learned in all that is that uh, there are many, many reasons why people actively choose not to spend as much time outdoors. And I get it. First and foremost, man, it might not just be comfortable. All right. Whether it's the temperature, whether it's, um, the time that it takes, right? They prioritize their time a little bit differently. And comfort meaning maybe you don't have the resources or the access to what they would, quantify or qualify as nature. So, when many people think about nature, they're thinking about images and scenarios that they're watching on, on television or in movies, right? So, I mean, this isn't the greenscape that a lot of us envision when we think about nature. But I mean, this is real. So, I mean, what is nature? It's just other living things come together in an unorganized way, right? In a natural way. So you might want to even consider, is your local park nature? Well, it depends on, how much effort goes into the maintenance and organization of that green space. Is it a conservation area where, those people responsible for that space are letting nature do its own thing, and their job is to define areas and protect to the best of their abilities. And part of that might be teaching others and giving people access to it. So there's a lot of effort to put parks near urban centers. All right, there's a lot of research that says green spaces are so beneficial to the human mind, to the human heart, to the human spirit. Right? We're from nature and we need it. So, despite the access of nature in groomed and protected spaces, places that civil engineers and city officials are responsible for, they're not being accessed as much by the local population as they could be. And again, there's so many factors for that. Many people don't see nature as a safe space, right? There are, say the majority of, greener, deeper spaces in nature are a little less safe than the one that I get to venture in. And honestly, I live in a place where, yeah, there are not so many things that see me as food. All right. And those that do, of which there are very few, the animals that might pose a risk, there are ways to manage my safety around them, right? Part of that just making noise, right? It's my scent, it's my presence, right? And those animals that could be a threat, all right, they're not as abundant as people think, right? So the most dangerous thing in nature, yeah, other people, humans, right? Every other manner of life out in the forest has a way of communicating its behavior, and it's pretty consistent, right? If they feel threatened, that's when we are at risk. So, yeah, humans are not that way. Very good and intentional about masking behavior, their intentions. Wildlife, no. If it feels a certain way, it's trying to show it, right? And so, it's the lack of information. So that's what brings the lack of comfort in managing people's behavior and fears around going outside. So, I mean, there's stuff you can do about that. Just learn more about nature. get to know the green spaces near you and what forms of life could pose a threat, right? So that could be insects, some of that could be plants, some of it could be local wildlife, right? And then maybe learn a little bit more about how that green space is being used by people. All right, we got a lot of people who don't have access to shelter, so those public green spaces tend to be places of shelter and safety and encampments, right? So, yeah, not the people you want to spend that much time with because they are in need and their intentions for interacting with you might have many different motives. So be wary of that. But again, that's not where I am. I am in a very safe space. And the wildlife here, few and far between, it's other people that, would cause me harm. Not worried about moose. All right. That animal can smell me and hear me long before I get near it. Wolves, right? Again, they can smell me, hear me, see me long before I pose a threat. And after that, well, same thing. The bear in the area don't see me as a threat, right? So that animal would have to be sick. And even then, I know enough about animal behavior to know that that animal is not acting the way it could be or should be. And then there are things I can do and take steps to make myself and the dog safe. So it's that time of year where we're going to have a little time off. Some of us might have a little more time off than others, right? Holiday season. So I encourage you with that little bit extra time off and maybe even the need to travel and see family and friends, take advantage of the opportunities to visit other green spaces near them. People are coming near you, share green spaces that are near you. I mean, it'll relieve some of that, that holiday stress that it's either financial or social. But yeah, the holiday season sometimes, right, despite the intentions, doesn't always bring out the best in people. So get outside, create opportunities for some stress management, reduce your cortisol levels, breathe, be mindful, be present. All right. This too shall pass. That includes the holidays. So enjoy it when you can, how you can. But first and foremost, look after yourself. And one of the best ways to do that is to go outside, spend time in nature. And if you have the capacity, share it with others. All right. It'll help them too. And maybe make the next indoor moments that much easier to manage. All right. So please be safe physically, mentally, and emotionally. Be comfortable physically, mentally, emotionally. And going outside, bring someone with you. It might help them as much as it helps you. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. What a beautiful day.